Good morning, everybody. And as you can see, I am not the lovely Heidi. Unfortunately, she had to step out this morning. We do have one half of the normal morning crew.
Yeah.
Morning, Craig. How are you?
Good morning, Dan.
Keeping yourself.
It's very odd to see you here at 8 o'clock in the morning, but we'll take
8?
it.
I was here at I called Mike at 5 after 7, and I said, or at 5 to 7, and said, I'm going to be 5-6 minutes late. Is that okay? And he goes, it's 7:06. Don't worry about it. So
that's Friday.
If anybody knows me, I like to be on time.
Yeah.
I'm not that person that does 5 minutes after when I'm going to be there.
So it's a long weekend.
Yeah, it is the long weekend.
It is
So
long
we
weekend.
will not, with that, we will not be here on Monday. Actually, on that matter, I've taken a week of vacation.
Are you? What, next week?
I'm not here
Good for you.
all of next week.
Yeah.
You may see the odd random thing drop in that may or may not be pre-written, but as for actually being out in the community and doing your
you deserve
your everyday whatever, I'm turning off radios for a week.
And the Midway is in town, so if you want something to do over the
Midway.
weekend, it's not going to be the greatest weather for the Midway.
Somebody was laughing. They looked at the 7-day last night, and they said the Midway must have come to town because the next 5 out of the next 7 days it's raining.
Yeah.
And it seems like every year the Midway comes to
That's
town.
right.
Apparently,
yeah. Now the second
rains.
weekend of the Midway is
Seems
always
okay.
great.
Yeah.
Right? And that's what it looks like for next weekend. But until then, we have some cooler, rainier type of weather to deal with. What is going on with the election? Right now, the polls here in the Sioux, kind of surprising what the Liberals say. Were they at
They
6%?
dropped, it looks like according to 338 polling, which is one of the bigger polling companies that's independent from a lot of other places, that we're looking at 41% for
The
I'm looking at it right now.
for the
41%
Ross.
for the PPC, right? Or PCPO in their world. The NDP has 30%, which is up a couple of percent since the last time. Liberal Party's dropped 6%, and the Green Party has dropped 4%, which is where you come up with the other individuals. And we have hopefully have a debate coming up in the near future.
Hopefully. We are
put
still
invitations
trying to put
out.
that together. We may or may not have a debate, depending who is willing to participate. It's not very great to have a debate with this one candidate.
Right, and what Craig's getting to there is the PC candidates have to run everything past, all candidates do. They have to run it past their provincial party, and in Southern Ontario, they're finding a lot of the progressive conservatives are not joining in local debates. So
And just locally here, I mean, we haven't heard from the Liberal candidate. We know the new Blue Party candidate does not want to participate. I think we've got the okay from the NDP.
Michelle said she would be here.
And the Green Party, I believe.
Yeah.
So, we're still kind of working on that.
And possibly the independent, right? So,
Definitely the independent.
So
yeah.
I don't know if we've
Sayer.
heard from her or not. That's all.
No, we have, yes.
Okay, so there's 3.
There's 3. So, we're still trying to put this together for you.
Still trying to get it together. There'll be a date and a time announced next week, as long as it comes together then.
Now, gas prices. Gas prices were supposed to drop, according to media reports, by 10 to 12 cents across Canada.
By tomorrow morning.
By tomorrow morning? I thought it was this morning.
3 cents last night, 10 cents today.
I thought it was going back up on Saturday. There's so many, it's up and down, up and down. We don't know where we are. But right now, I saw 206 as the average
206
price
at the corner at
here
Great
in the
Northern,
Sioux.
second line.
Gen 7 is coming up. What is Gen 7? 189. So I don't know if that's a recent price or if that was 11 hours ago. So they may be jacking up too. But, the big gas prices are here to stay, I think.
Unfortunately, yes, that is probably the
bad
thing.
Anyway, so we have some weather to tell you about. We have lots to tell you about, actually. And we are hoping to see the Humane Society come in with a
little guy.
Or a little girl. So we're hoping on that. But right now, we're going to send it to Dan for all the news.
So, given I don't do this very often, you're going to have to bear with me as I go through some of the news. The first thing we're going to go to is the long-term care workers. They held a they had held a, yeah, I was looking, see, don't do this very often. Looking at the wrong damn camera. That's a pretty much a normal, even when I do this often. Long-term care workers united together for a day of action at the Ontario Finnish Rest Home last night, and with a clear message, and they wanted to see a change in government, and we're off to see the clip that was shot.
And I want to ensure that the public knows that on June 2nd, it's really important that they get out and ensure that Doug Ford is removed from office.
And we're here to support these workers that have been held at a 1% raise, not being allowed to negotiate with their employer, instead having an imposed wage cap, as most public sector workers have been. I'm also the NDP candidate here, so of course the NDP will be supporting repealing this bill and supporting these workers to be able to negotiate with their own employers.
What we're hoping to achieve today more than anything is that people commit to vote. This is the opportunity they have to stop the PCs from continuing with Bill 124.
I know Cathy, the local president, has tried a number of times to meet with Mr. Romano, and to no avail. We haven't been able to get in the door and for him to hear how the healthcare workers feel in Sault Ste. Marie and his riding. He should be listening to his constituencies.
1% is a total insult. Like I said, a zero wage freeze made more sense to me than limiting me to a 1% bargaining for my members. You can't even feed anybody for 1%. Gas has gone up to, I saw it today, $2.21 in Sudbury. How I can't even drive to the end of my driveway at 1% wage increase.
So we're out here to support these workers and make sure that they get what they need across the province.
A couple of nights ago now, not last evening, the evening before, I brought you from the scene down at Jamestown, what was a police operation at the time. And since that point yesterday afternoon, Sault Police put out a media release saying that the significant police presence did lead to the arrest of 5 individuals. Everything from drugs, weapons, not appearing in court, pretty much the run-of-the-mill stuff for when they do things like this. They did take $17,000 of narcotics off the streets, and 2 rifles were taken off the streets, so that's going to make our community a little safer. The full story can be found at Sault Online. So, if you, going back talking about polling like we did with Craig earlier, if you want to vote, the advanced polls are open across the province. You can go to Elections Ontario to get them. I do know that the Bush Plain is considered one of the advanced poll locations in Sault Ste. Marie right now. I do not know where other locations are, but it's all at Elections Ontario. 2 nights ago, I was able to be at the Crime Stoppers Peace Officer of the Year award ceremony. A humbling experience. I've never actually attended one of those. I haven't been here since before COVID, and they had taken a couple years off for COVID. This ceremony is used to recognize who they believe exemplary officers are in the community. One of the officers, they had officers from the Anishinaabe Police Force, they had officers from Border Patrol, they recognized an officer from the corrections facility, and they recognized an officer from the OPP. And they also recognized the 4 officers that were involved in the Pine Street incident last year. The full story and why they were given their awards and all the stuff that they could was, and can be found on our site, but it was very emotional to watch the different chiefs and people speak to why these incidents and what had happened in the community. And with that, we're going to go over and see Craig for weather.
Thanks, Dad. Well, geez, I'm looking a little dark here. Is there a light in this thing? We did get some rain last night. That has pushed through. We're leaving us with a fairly okay morning, just some cloud, maybe a little peaks of sun. Temperatures are quite mild, though. We'll take a live look outside and show you just how dark it is. It is pretty dark out. We do have some pretty thick clouds still sticking around. Those clouds will thicken up later on today because we are expecting some rain and some thunderstorms. We'll take a look at your 12-hour forecast. This is what we look like. So we saw a little bit of sun already this morning. Temperatures not bad at 13 degrees already. We are heading towards 19, but we won't be there for long because when that cold front hits, it's going to kick off some thunderstorms and some showers and drop our temperatures this afternoon with some gusty winds as well. 8 degrees for your evening. Those showers lingering, but should come to an end by overnight tonight. and leave us with a half-decent day for Saturday, only dropping down to 4 degrees for tonight. I will have your complete 3-day forecast coming up. Dan?
And as live television usually goes, I'm getting told that we're going to change some things up, and apparently our wonderful folks from the Humane Society are here with a pet, so we're going to throw to the pet segment for the evening, or for the morning even.
No.
Oh, after the commercial break.
Superior Adult Learning provides free one-on-one support to help you reach your goals. Improve your reading, writing, and math skills, become more independent, and increase your employability. Visit www.superioral.ca to get started now. Shop local, dine local, listen local, love local. Small businesses in the Algoma area have been a huge part of our community. Now is the time to show our support for them. From local markets to retail stores, music venues, and restaurants. Small businesses make up the backbone of our community. So go on, embrace all they have to offer by shopping, dining, listening, and loving local. Visit ssmcoc.com to learn more or to join the Chamber today. Superior Adult Learning provides free one-on-one support to help you reach your goals. Improve your reading, writing, and math skills, become more independent, and increase your employability. Visit www.superioral.ca to get started now. Shop local, dine local, listen local, love local. Small businesses in the Algoma area have been a huge part of our community. Now is the time to show our support for them. From local markets to retail stores, music venues, and restaurants. Small businesses make up the backbone of our community. So go on, embrace all they have to offer by shopping, dining, listening, and loving local. Visit ssmcoc.com to learn more or to join the Chamber.
I am here today with Laura from the Humane Society. This is our pet segment of the week. I know we had to miss a week here or there occasionally.
Yeah.
It happens. But we have Hercules, and Hercules to me looks like he's got a bit of a lab in him, and he's got a bit of a German Shepherd in him. What else is in this little guy?
We think some Rottweiler too.
And tell me a little bit more about him.
Hercules is 8 years old.
Yeah.
He's been at the shelter actually almost 8 months now. He came to the shelter. He was pretty thin. His owners could no longer care for him with what he needed. So he did need a little bit of rehabilitation. He had to put some weight on. He's going to stare at the computer.
Which is perfectly fine.
But you know, he's come a long way since he's been at the shelter. He was pretty nervous when he first came in, nervous of meeting new people. And now he's just settled right in. He's put on the much needed weight, maybe a little bit too much. And he seems to be, he'd be a good family pet, you know.
He's very personable and just
Yes.
and he's very calm, which is
Yep.
something we weren't so sure was going to happen when we went to put him on television here. He was like, what is this stuff? And he's gotten camera shy. He had his back turned for
Yeah.
a second there. But this is Hercules. Hercules is a very wonderful boy. And he's even showing me all of his teeth, which is great.
Yeah, big yawn, big stress yawn.
Big yawn, big stress yawn, big what the heck is going on here and why are
Yeah.
these people talking about me? I've heard my name more today than I have in a while. So he's up for adoption?
He is, yeah. And he's a super playful dog. He loves being out in the yard with people. And I think he'd make like a great family pet. He can be a bit iffy on the other dogs he chooses to like. So if there is another dog, we would have to do an introduction.
Absolutely.
To make sure it would be a good fit. And he seems to ignore cats. Like he's an all-around good man.
He ignores cats, and there's a winning statement for most
Yes.
dogs. He ignores cats.
He does.
My dog will ignore cats, but my dog loves squirrels, and most dogs do. So with that, thank you for bringing in Hercules, and you can go down to the shelter at any point in time and see him and all the other animals that are up for adoption. We're going to head over to a piece we did with Sault Ste. Marie Police Service on motorcycle and road safety going into the long weekend.
Good morning, Sergeant. Thank you for joining me today. I know it's that time of year again where we're starting to get the motorcycles out. You've got your motorcycle crew out here at Sault Police Services. What are some of the tips you have for motorcyclists in the community?
Well, the important thing motorcyclists is when you start off your day, make sure that first your bike's in proper shape, your tire pressures are good, that you're wearing proper equipment, gloves, boots, proper attire. They always have the line that you should be ready for the slide, not the ride. That if you have to know on the ground that you can be protected. And then you want to watch out for blind spots. Make sure that people see you. Be ready for people pulling on in front of you because they don't see you, or obstructions on the roadway. Have a plan on how you're going to brake and evade those hazards when they come. Very defensive orientated driving when you're operating a motorcycle.
And what's your tips to regular everyday drivers now that it's that time of year again?
So drivers need to look for the motorcycles. It is harder to see them for sure. They're a smaller profile vehicle, but understand they are out there. Make sure you check your blind spots. A motorcycle can be hidden very easily in a blind spot of a vehicle. So both for the motorcyclists, try to stay out of those blind spots, and for the motorists, be conscious that there could be a motorcycle in your blind spot when you're going down the road.
And what are some overall tips, just in general, about summer driving, and let's just say road driving for everybody, whether it be motorcycle, cars, etc. Now the ice is gone and maybe people are thinking to be a little bit faster, a little more aggressive?
Yeah, so we are seeing that as the road's clear and some of the potholes are being fixed, the speed is picking up. I know it's easier to speed. Remember, the more speed you have, the more stopping time it takes to react during an emergency or when somebody brakes in front of you. So we see some collisions which shouldn't be happening because the roadways are dry. There's no reason for the cars to be sliding into the cars. But again, the speed is picking up, so we'll be out doing speed enforcement, looking for those cars that are exceeding the speed limit and making it more hazardous for the drivers in Sault Humane and Prince Township.
And OPP always has a blitz on the long weekend, and they always have messaging they want to get out to the public going into summer in regards to drinking, driving. I'll let you have a chance to do that too.
Yeah, same thing. Our concentrations are they call it the big four: the distracted driving, impaired driving, seat belts, and speeding. We're always looking at that. Speeding is probably our most enforced charge in traffic in the traffic area. So we'll be looking at that throughout the summer. And again, as people are socializing more, barbecues, that kind of thing, our ride program will be out during the summer looking for drinking and driving.
Anything else you want to add?
No, just again, look twice, save a life. When you look for the motorcyclists, try to keep an eye out for them. Just keep everybody safe.
Thank you very much for joining me today, Rage.
No problem.
Weather, I'm going to tell you that James Penford won $52,201.40 in the March 5th Lotto 649 draw, and with that, he's a retired steelworker, and he says he's going to spend the money on family and other things. So we're going to go over and see Craig.
Thanks very much, Dan. And this weekend, it's not a total wash. We do have some showers. We do have some cooler temperatures, but it's also going to give us a little bit of sun, and I'll show you that in just a bit. But today, we could see some rain and some thunderstorms courtesy of this low pressure system right here. It is pushing through. We do have another cell coming in right around the noon hour. We'll show you that on radar. But it's a cold front that's going to kick off some thunderstorms right around 1 o'clock this afternoon and kind of lasting into our evening period. So let's take a look at the satellite. We can show you just where that system is. If we can just advance to the satellite. There we go. So here it is right here. This is the cold front right there. And we are going to see this blow up right here, coming in right around the noon hour. Looks like a thunderstorm could strike around 1 o'clock-ish, and then some showers, and those showers could be heavy at times, so be mindful of that. As far as the radar goes, we can show you exactly where it is. This is around 1 o'clock, this loop. There it is. So this is dissipating. It's going to give us some showers to begin with, but then the cold front comes through right there, and that's pushing through, and that's going to not only give us thunderstorms, but after going to change the winds to northwest and drop our temperatures this afternoon to about 8 or 9 degrees. So we're going to definitely feel that cold front come in today. As far as temperatures go, not bad, 19 degrees before that cold front hits, 15 in Wawa, 18 in Timmins, 19 in Sudbury. So we're not all that bad for temperatures for today, but we do drop off substantially over the weekend. So this is what we look like for the 3-day forecast. For today, we're going to see those clouds, and sometimes we're going to see those showers and thunderstorms. Temperatures 19 degrees. We should maximize our temperature right around 1 o'clock. 11 degrees for your day on Saturday, though, so we really drop off with the temperatures. A mix of sun and cloud, though. It's not going to be a total wash. We should have some scattered showers, but it's going to be hit and miss, maybe a couple of hours, that's about it. Same story for Sunday, 11 degrees. We're staying on the cool side for our weekend, but we actually improve for Victoria Day. I'll show you that coming up on the 7-day. Dan?
When we get back after this break, we'll talk about some things that happened in history, bring you some other little factoids, and get off to our social media. We'll see you after the break.
Imagine knowing about incidents, closures, and road work all before starting your trip. Ontario 511 lets you know before you go. You can get real-time information directly from the Ministry of Transportation. Because the more you know, the easier it is for you to go. And spend the time doing the things that matter most.
Superior Adult Learning is looking for volunteers who want to make a difference in our community and help others reach their full potential. In only a few hours a week, you can help our learners achieve their goals and set them on a path towards a successful, independent future. Visit www.superioral.ca to get started now.
Considering I'm having some technical difficulties with the earpiece, I've given up on the earpiece. So if this goes completely sideways at this point in time, it's all Mike's fault. Anyway, and we're waiting for the voice.
I have my earpiece.
Yeah,
so
he
I
has
know
his
what's going
earpiece, so
on.
he can go. It was driving me nuts this morning. If you'd seen me trying to adjust it a couple times live, and I'm done with it.
Earpieces, you know,
It's
they either work or they don't.
It was working fine until 5
Until they
after
pop
8 when
out.
it fell out, and
Yeah.
I'm like, you know what? That's the end of that. But there goes live television.
There you go. Yep.
101, 102,
That's
and
why
103.
we keep it live here.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, mostly. As our TikTok showed this morning, we weren't 100%
Right,
live, but that's okay. If you joined me on my TikTok this morning, you would have seen that we were a little bit behind the scenes for 5 minutes, showing Mr. Craig getting some of our stuff together.
Doing
there.
the weather. Yeah, all my secrets.
So, couple of things looking back into what happened over the past state. Cher was born.
What, today?
Yeah, in like 1946 or something to that effect.
She looks amazing. She's not real. She's not human. Because she looks amazing for her age.
Yes, and
Right? And she's still performing.
Ironically, rhinoplasty was also invented on this day so many years ago. So maybe the two are two together. Actually, listening to a station this morning before I came in, Cher brought the auto tune that we hear,
Yes.
right? Like the very first song to be auto tuned was "I Believe in Love."
Oh, yeah, right.
And it was done in 1998. Everybody went, "We love that sound."
Yeah.
So now
And
what's
now it's
everybody
here.
do?
Yeah.
They auto-tune, right?
That's a cool song, yeah.
1927, Charles Lindbergh took off across the Atlantic in the Spirit of St. Louis. That was that wonderful DC-3. Amelia Earhart, and I don't have the year offhand in front of me. I also know she took off because it was kind of in anniversary correlation with this a few years later.
Okay.
And she went from Newfoundland to Ireland in her little
Can you imagine?
plane. Could you imagine trying to do that in the 40s? You have no GPS. You're literally flying by stars and hopefully your compass.
Yeah. And back then, I mean, these things were just tin cans with wings. You know, they weren't really comfortable planes or, you know.
Yeah, exactly. And
We've
then
come a long way. Now we send people to Mars and stuff. So.
And in 1873, Levi Strauss and Jacob Davis received their patent for blue jeans. So all of your Levi's that you wear, and there's actually a show on History Channel, Things That Made America or something to the effect of, and it shows, there's one of them actually on the Jean Wars and stuff, and how Levi ended up coming across it. I gave history a little bit of a plug, but I love my history.
I love History Channel.
If you see my Behind the Lens, which is coming out either this Saturday or next Saturday, I haven't decided which one I'm going to post it. It's written. I actually talk about, I have a lot of history and political background and stuff. So,
Yeah. Cool.
fun things.
Okay. Where are we now? We at?
Well, that was our
Social
factoid, so I
media?
guess we're going to go see our folks of social media.
Yeah. Apparently it's pretty busy this morning.
We have Tony Mancuso saying,
Hey, Tony.
thank God it's Friday, everybody. Yeah,
Oh,
thank
yeah,
God
for
it's
sure.
Friday
And
for
a
sure.
long weekend,
And a
too.
long weekend. So, like, again, we're not going to see anybody on Tuesday.
Or Monday.
I'm not seeing anybody all next week,
Yeah.
so you're in trouble. Up to you. So, Jim Whitty, Good Friday. He must be in
Hey,
Hayden.
Jim.
Kimberly Seabrook, good morning, all. Happy Friday.
Hey, Kim. Thanks for watching.
Margaret McCraig, good morning all. Happy 50th anniversary to me. Well, happy 50th anniversary from our team to yours.
Yes, for sure.
Jody, good Friday morning. Heidi and Craig, hope you both have an awesome weekend. We know when they put them in ahead of the show coming on because we get up and it's all good. I'm not a great substitute, but I'm me. Marilyn Dunn, good morning. Wishing everyone a great long weekend. Absolutely. Terry Matthews, good morning all.
Good morning, Terry.
Amanda Carmen, morning Dan. This is what happens when I put it into some of the social media groups. It's like, morning Mia, morning everybody. That's how I make a fool of myself. Steve Childs, good morning and enjoy the weekend. Steve. Linda Gloria Goulet, good morning and happy long weekend everybody.
For sure.
First
official
long weekend. Same brain thought. Debbie Polkwin, and I'm sorry Debbie, I know I messed it up. Good morning Dan. Jody O'Neill, happy anniversary, Margaret, and big 50 awesome.
For sure.
Debbie, good morning. Craig, see, I'm not even going to try the last name again. Vanio says, good morning. Thank God it's Friday.
Yes.
When I see the last names that I don't even try.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a bit of a freeze here. Well, my mom says, hi, Craig and Dan, it's Friday. Drive carefully. Yeah.
From Fergus.
Oh, we're
a little stuck there, so. Oh, there we go.
You can say this one.
I can't read it. I can't read them all.
Inika?
Oh, Inika, yeah.
Inika? Sorry, again, I was going to mess it up. Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday and great weekend. Happy Victoria Day on Monday, the 23rd of May.
Mm-hmm.
Jen Buchanan, thank God it's Friday. Happy long weekend, everybody. Absolutely. Shane and Jen Simpson, good morning. Good morning, Shane and Jen.
I wonder if anyone's having fireworks for Victoria Day.
If you are, let your neighbors know so your dogs don't run away.
Yeah.
Have a great long weekend, and everybody, and stay safe. Levi used to be a big thing when we were young. That's from Shane and Jen. I think Levi is still a big name. It's just gotten kind of expensive.
Yeah, I still buy Levi's.
Where's the sun for our long weekend?
The sun is coming on Monday. Actually, we're going to show you that on the 7-day forecast coming up. See that?
Imagine that.
We do have some sun coming Monday. We also have some sun coming midweek. The weather actually improves right into next weekend where we get back into the 20s. Of course, that's the final weekend of the midway, so that always happens. But the temperatures are a little bit off for this weekend. Like we're only at 11 degrees for your daytime highs, maybe 12 if we're lucky. But we will see some sun both Saturday and Sunday and some scattered showers. So be mindful of that. Get your grass cut today.
Yeah, I was asking you about that. When can I cut the grass? Because even though I'm sticking around for majority of the week, we are trying not to go to things that burn the city down. So please don't try and burn the city down while I'm off on vacation, or I'll feel kind of obligated to have to come off vacation to go cover it. Don't. Yes.
Do that.
And that's what everybody will tell me is don't. So enjoy your week without me and community.
We will. Actually, we're going to miss you, Dan. So.
Yeah. Well, when I come back, I'll be 1 year older.
We'll keep you busy. We'll keep you busy when you come back, for sure.
That's not a problem. Everybody have a great long weekend, and everybody at the set will see you, except for me, on Tuesday.
See you on Tuesday.
First Local, supported by Maker North, 3D printing, laser cutting, 3D design, education, prototyping, and more. Maker North, whatever it takes.